For decades, China has been the world's textile hub, but rising wages and energy costs are, of course, changing that. Some Chinese factories are even popping up in the U.S. Karina takes us there.
Kier America, a subsidiary of Kier Group, recently opened its doors in Lancaster County, South Carolina. Workers at the plant take raw cotton grown in the U.S. and turn it into yarn. The yarn is then mainly shipped back to China to make clothing. The clothing is then sold back to consumers in the United States.
I think it's been an eye-opening experience for a lot of people. You know, they see that China is bringing industry back to America. You know, that's a great thing.
It may sound like a roundabout way to get things done, but it's now more cost-effective to make the yarn in the U.S. than in China. That's partially because wages in this area are relatively low, while wages in China continue to rise. According to the Boston Consulting Group, manufacturing wages in China have almost tripled over the last decade to an estimated $12.47 an hour last year.
Kier says it pays its U.S. workers more than that, but it's able to keep labor costs down because this is a highly automated plant. And there are also cotton subsidies in the U.S. that make it more affordable to source cotton here than in China.
Natural gas costs are also lower, and land is cheap. And the state has been offering all kinds of incentives to bring manufacturing back. The area was hit hard by the global recession and decades of job losses as manufacturers moved production abroad. The unemployment rate at around 6.4% is higher than the national average. One of the last major textile employers, Springs Industries, shut its doors in 2007. Brian Carnes, the vice chairman of the Lancaster County Council, says Kier America's arrival couldn't have come at a better time.
They have added manufacturing into the community and brought jobs in for people that were working for Springs that had backgrounds in textile, as well as new people that maybe don't have the skills or the education to get jobs in some of the higher tech businesses that we have coming into our community.
Perkins has worked in manufacturing before, but this is the first time he has worked for a Chinese company.
It's a little unusual, you know, only because of the communication barrier. But we do have translators here.
Kay Wang, the plant manager at Kier America, says there may be differences, but they are invested in making it work.
Americans and the Chinese think differently, but, you know, we always can find a way that we can work together. We work as a team, and we will find a way to create our own culture.
All across North and South Carolina, a new hybrid culture is being created. Kier is just one of more than 20 Chinese manufacturers that have set up shop in the Carolinas, and more are expected to come. Karina, CCTV, Lancaster County, South Carolina.